Well, hello there. No, I wasn't ignoring you. Welcome to Grandma Katie Crochets and Knits. Sometimes I quilt too, but that's a different channel. You'll have to go watch it somewhere else. Anyway, I wasn't ignoring you. I am finishing the Jacob's Ladder, and I'm going to show you what I did with that big yarn haul that I showed you a few weeks back. So that's the reason I've taken so long to do my next video. And it's not Wednesday, today is Friday, but I'm going to share what I've done with my yarn anyway, or part of the yarn I have used. So I'm going to share that with you in a little bit as soon as I get finished with this blanket because I'm on the last section. It shouldn't take me very long to do that. Hopefully it won't. So anyway, I'm going to take you along and we're going to finish this Afghan and then we'll talk about what I did with the yarn that I bought. All right, let's get busy and crochet. Well, hello there again. Grandma Katie here, attempting to finish this video after 3 or 4 weeks. I promised you I would tell you what I had done with the rest of the yarn that I had gotten from that yarn haul. So, and I apologize that it has taken me so long to finish this video because I've had some physical issues. I was in the hospital for a few days. I completely lost track of time, and I completely forgot that I had even started a video on this. So I apologize to you, my subscribers, and all of my friends who watch me on a regular basis. Okay, so as you know, I finished the Jacob's Ladder. It's all said and done. It is folded, waiting to go to the recipient. I am sending it off as one of the Boggy Creek blankets to Boggy Creek. So there's a group of crocheters on YouTube. Nina's Knots is one of them, and She's Got Yarn Too is the second one. She's Got Yarn Too is where you will find the address to send if you want to crochet Afghans for the Boggy Creek blankets camp. So there's that. So one of the yarns that I purchased was the homespun in the color of Tudor. And remember, I got this really pretty yarn, all those luscious colors in there. And the reason I got this lighter color for this was because I am doing a corner to corner. I started it with this homespun, and this color is called, let me get it here real quick. This color, it's a very old one. It's called Prairie. And my favorite pattern to make with this homespun is the corner to corner because of how it looks. See, you don't see all the holes and stuff in it. And I like how this is coming out. This is just so pretty. I absolutely adore this. So anyway, that's what I'm doing with the homespun yarn. And I'm using a very large hook. I am using a size J hook. And then let me show you what I did with some of the other yarn from the haul that I got. So from the Premier box, remember there was a skein of Christmas yarn. What I needed to do was, I have these linen towels, excuse me, that I hang on towel rings, and I crochet around the towel ring. So I used the full skein of the Christmas yarn, and I was able to get 5 towel rings. Now this is a 4-inch plastic ring that I order from Amazon, They come 50 in a package for like $9 or something. They're like, yeah, very reasonable price. So if you want a larger ring, this is the 4-inch ring. Um, anyway, and so that's what I used the Christmas yarn for. And 2 of them I put red buttons on, and the other 3 I put green buttons on. Let me show you what it looks like with the green buttons. Here's one with the green buttons. Isn't that cute? And I really liked doing these. This is just so enjoyable. And these towel rings don't take any time at all. Maybe 10 minutes at the most. But I really like doing those. Okay, so remember the really pretty fall towels that I bought from Hobby Lobby that were on sale? Oh dear, let me show you these because they came out so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so remember there's the mushroom. And this yarn was yarn that this was Big Twist. It was called Cream. So I already had this from when Joann's was still in business, and I had purchased 2 skeins of this, I believe. And so I had enough of this that I was able to do the 2 towels with the mushroom. And I knew that the cream would look really nice on there. So that's what I did with that. So, and then the fall is my favorite color. Now, this topper right here, this was, remember the very large skeins of Premier Yarn that I purchased? There was a color called Pumpkin. This is the Pumpkin. And see how nicely that brings out these darker brown and orange colors? I love that color on there. I just love it. I love fall. Y'all already know that. I've said that a bazillion times. Okay, so same towel, different color top. Watch this, y'all. And see, this is the joy and the thing about doing these towels is that because you take whatever color you want. Like, see this gold right here? If you had a really pretty gold yarn, you could put a gold color yarn as for the topper and crochet that, and it would come out and look just as nice. Or you could do black. You could do a dark brown if you wanted. It doesn't matter. It's up to you entirely how you want to decorate your towel. I thought the navy blue color in this towel was interesting, and I have plenty of navy blue. So that's the reason I chose that. Okay, so next one again is the pumpkin color. I got 2 of these towels. Welcome to our patch. So there it is with the pumpkin color. So here's the other welcome to our patch. This was the last of this teal green color, and I did this to match the truck. And remember when I was introducing this to you, these towels and stuff, I did say I had a couple of different colors of teal, and this was one of them. This was the last of that color. Okay, so remember, I told you I like to purchase the little 1.75 ounce skeins of just yarn from the Dollar Tree. The tiny skeins. I love those. And you can get them in all sorts of really pretty colors. So there was one Dollar Tree I was at, and I knew I was going to need this yarn for whatever reason. Okay, sorry, my hand got in the way. I apologize for that. So I knew I was going to need this yarn for whatever reason. I originally bought this yarn to make Afghans, but it's not going into Afghans. It's going on the top of towels. So here are my little gnomes, and I did 2 towels of the gnomes, so I've got 2 of these. And all of these towels are listed in my store. I will make sure that that link is in the description. So there were the pumpkin towels. There were 2 of these pumpkin towels. One towel had the orange pumpkins, and I did both of these with a brown topper. So here is the orange towel. And here is the teal blue one. So there is that. My goodness, all of those towels came out so pretty. That's what I have done with at least part of the yarn that I purchased. I also told you But the other thing I purchased at Dollar Tree in the little 1.75 ounce things, anyway, I purchased the chenille yarn because I crochet hair scrunchies. And I like to make all kinds of different colors. And these are not the only 4 colors I have. I have 5 more colors. See where my finger is? There is a gray plastic bag. And it has more colors in there. I could get it down and show you what I have. So there's white. This is burgundy. Isn't that pretty? There's burgundy. Here's the blue one. And here's the black one. Okay. And these are also going in my store. And again, I'm going to leave you the link to my store in the description. So if you want to go look at my store and purchase any of these things that I have shown you, you are welcome to go look at my store. And if you'll notice, my shelf looks different. My grandson came over and helped me rearrange some furniture and all that. So this shelf that's closest to me is what got rearranged. I was able to reorganize my yarn and make it a little bit neater so it's not falling off the shelf. I don't have a bunch of string hanging off of my shelf and everything. The other shelf, and that bottom right there, see where that deep teal green is? And then you see the red right there and all that. That shelf right there where my finger is, that is yarn as well. And I've done my best to keep that nice and neat, but I keep using yarn out of there, so it's getting a little messy. I need to rearrange it a little bit. And then this shelf and those 3 top shelves, 1, 2, 3, those are for my quilting channel. That's where I do all my sewing. If you want to see those, then you need to go to my Grandma Katie's Custom Quilts channel and watch that. And then let's see if I can point to it. That all right there, see where my finger is? That, let's see if I can get it. That and that tall, that's a tall crocheted basket. It is full of scrap yarn. And what I'm saving the scrap yarn for is the Linus project. What I do is I take fleece blankets and I use my serger and I serge around the outside edge of the fabric, so that, because that skip blade makes holes perfect for me to crochet an edge around the fleece. Okay. I'm working all on charity stuff right now, and that is part of the charity stuff that I am working on. So right now I am working on the Boggy Creek blankets. I want to get those done. And I'm working on quilts for charity. I'm working on 4 quilts for our quilt guild that I'm part of. So I'm quite busy these days, so I can get back to making my videos, getting my crocheting done, and getting things back on track. And you will be seeing more videos from me from here on out. I'm going to try, I would like to do 1 a week. Try to get 1 out every Wednesday. And I've been wanting to knit myself a sweater. So, and my favorite place to find patterns is Yarnspirations or Premier, or, you know, places like that. So let me show you what I found. It's a really pretty sweater. And this is from Premier. It's called the Neon Stripes Pullover. I'm going to show you the picture of it. There it is. And you see it's mostly beige, but it's got these bright stripes, these neon stripes. So, but I'm going to do my pattern a little bit different than this. Okay. So, I purchased from a local yarn shop because I love it so much. It's my favorite color. Okay. I love this peach color. I'm going to put this back up here and cover my tummy, because my tummy is very large from, well, you don't want to hear. Anyway, so I have started the sweater, and this is the ribbing. I am using a size 6 needle, or what is this, 4 millimeter, I believe. At any rate, I'm using size 6 for the ribs, and then I will go up to a 7 for the main body and the arms of the sweater. I needed a yarn to go with it. I needed that beige color yarn to go with it. So today, this week, Hobby Lobby is having their 30% off sale. And I know that Hobby Lobby has, I love this yarn, super soft sport weight. It is also a 3-weight light. It is the same thickness and everything as the merino wool. So yeah, there you go. See that? How comparable that is. Right there. They are like the same size and everything. So this is in the salmon, in the peach color. And this is called ivory. And the reason I picked this out is because I purchased, oh, what did I do with it? Oh, I have to show you why I got the ivory, because it's one of those other yarns I was showing you from my yarn haul. Okay, so this is also a 3-weight. Yes, this is also a 3-weight. It's the same size as the others. And see the colors in there? There's that peach, and then there's a light brown, and then there's this really light color. That is the same color ivory as what I purchased today. And the reason I know this is because I cut off a piece of this ivory color from the beginning of the yarn, and I took it with me to make sure that I was getting the correct color. Imagine that, a yarn company that actually matches their colors from skein to skein. I mean, that is just amazing to me how they did that. So anyway, so the ivory is going to be the main part of the body. And then you see where the stripes are? See where the stripes are? And that's on the front and the back. So this is striped yarn. So I'm going to use the natural stripe in this yarn for the striped part on the sweater, front and back. So that's what I'm doing with this. I'm not going to use both skeins of this yarn. I'm probably not even going to use maybe, I don't know, maybe a half a skein. I don't know. I'm still going to have a bunch left over for something. So yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of it. But there are other yarns at Hobby Lobby, 3 weights that I can go purchase. I was looking at Hobby Lobby today, and oh my goodness, they've got some gorgeous stuff there that I really liked, that I would like to put together. I found new ideas for Afghans, believe me. I found new ideas for Afghans, and I am looking forward to getting this yarn used up so I can go get more yarn. That's terrible, but that's how I work. That's what I've done with the yarn, or at least part of the yarn that I had purchased, my last yarn haul that I showed you. But yes, I did finish the Jacob's Ladder, and if you would like to see that, I can show it to you in all of its glory. Very nicely. I'm so proud of it. It's I tried Jacob's Ladder before, but I've never finished them because I didn't understand how to finish them, and they were so awkward and clunky at the end. But the person that I learned to do this from, her channel is called Naztazia, and I will put the link to her channel in the description for you if you want to learn to do the Jacob's Ladder. But Naztazia, her name is Donna Wolf, and she does an excellent tutorial on the Jacob's Ladder, and it's the first one I've ever done, like I said, that I have finished, and could say that I actually liked it when it was finished, because it wasn't awkward or clunky. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to share my videos, please feel free to do so. All right. Have a good one. Bye.